Welcome to the holiday special series of DeRo and the Diehard. For the next 5 days, counting down to the start of 2026, I'll be ranking the top 5 teams of the past half decade. Using data from accredited websites like Transfermarkt and Football Reference, I will do a deep dive into the advanced analytics whilst also utilizing public opinion and the eye test to determine not only who is the best statistically, but intangibly. I will not be ranking a club's performance over the course of the last half decade, but rather selecting a single season edition of a team, ranking them against their European counterparts. These are teams that for the past 5 years have won Champions Leagues, league titles, and domestic cups, and have not only changed the course of football history by how they play, but have etched their names in the halls of football greatness for their achievements. At number 2, we get into the nitty-gritty area where things may get contentious, but actually, in my opinion, I think we're all in collective agreement that these two teams I'm about to say belong here. At number 2, we have a team that in my eyes did the impossible, that revolutionized football. And in the case of Pep Guardiola, his treble-winning Manchester City side from the 2022-23 season was the second time that he was able to take a team to such extreme heights. Listen, football is a simple game at its core, that when overcomplicated, it can be made difficult. The simple things like fundamentals, direct play, and effective players can help you go the distance and win trophies. But let's be frank here. Pep Guardiola has never been the simple man with a simple mind. He's a mad scientist, constantly looking for ways to invent and innovate. And this City team was just that, the creation of the mad Dr. Guardiola. This City team was a gift to watch, and recently Pep's Blues have also been a gift to watch throughout the majority of his tenure there. Recently, he has, yes, been trying to find that magic again, and maybe it's a rather boring construct of how he's influenced every other team to play exactly like him. But this particular year, he got it so right. They won the league for the 3rd straight year, and they won their first ever UCL title, and they won the FA Cup. That is the first English team to complete the treble since Man United in 1999. Throughout the year, they won 44 games, drew 10, and only lost 7. Now that's a winning percentage of 72% across dozens and dozens and dozens of games. They also scored 151 goals in 61 games, only conceded 46, had 27 clean sheets, and had an average possession of 63% all season. They also didn't lose a game from February to May, and in that 25-game stretch, they scored 70 goals and only conceded 14. These statistics, I'm telling you right now, are some of the most dominating stats you'll hear regardless of the sport, in any sport. And it's also funny because we all expect Pep's teams to, they expect to go on a run at the back end of the season. That's the sentiment that everybody always refers to. But this is beyond just a run. Like, this is generational. En route to the Champions League final, they crushed Leipzig 7-0 in leg 2 of the round of 16, demolished Bayern in the first leg of the quarters, ran through the UCL holders Real Madrid in the semis, beating them 5-1 on aggregate, and then they beat Inter 1-0 in what was a very intense Champions League final. Now, we all know that a Pep team will be possession-based, but this was football intelligence that, dare I say, has never been seen before. Guys like John Stone being utilized out of possession as a center back, but when in possession, jumps to a defensive midfielder, spreading the play, changing the shape of an entire team when they're on the offense. I mean, figures in history, when we think about people who do this, you think of Bobby Moore, you think of Franz Beckenbauer, you think of fullbacks like Philipp Lahm, but not really a central defender, and not really anybody like John Stones, but it's Pep's brilliance to find the quality of John Stones, to identify and point out the strengths and think, how can I innovate? How can I make every player and as well as the system more effective? Then you had a Ballon d'Or winning season from Rodri, who literally controlled everything. He was the puppet master of the entire team, and that included the opposition. He was having his own play out there. You also had a 52-goal season from Erling Haaland, breaking the EPL record with 36 league goals. You had Foden and Alvarez scoring 15 goals and 17 goals respectively. You had Kevin De Bruyne, who had 31 assists in all competitions. Fullbacks like Cancelo contributing. Center backs like Akanji, Stones, and Diaz even getting assists and goals. It's not exactly total football, right? But it's football that we've never really seen before. It's try new things that are mad things, but effective nonetheless. It's Pep Guardiola's mastery in changing shape and exploiting weaknesses in channels that were otherwise untraveled. It doesn't come at you with blistering pace, but it's relentless. It's not beating up on your wounds, but everywhere you look, there's a new cut. And I wouldn't say that this team was inevitable, because they didn't need to be called that. They just were. And what they were was unstoppable, thus finding themselves at number 2 on the top 5 teams of the half decade. Tomorrow, we divulge number 1. So until then, stay tuned, love the beautiful game, and we'll see you then.